Another quick little hack that is really fascinating, I don't really do this enough to be honest, but it's extremely fascinating when you try this, is the anti-proverb technique. And the anti-proverb technique is if you open the Bible, you look at the Proverbs or something along those lines, and the scriptures themselves, they can be very esoteric at times. They can have a lot of psychological drama behind them. But if you look at them at the base level and you transform the scripture into an anti-scripture, you get a whole new meaning out of the scripture that you almost never saw before. For example, let's go with Ephesians 5:28-29. So husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself, for no man ever hated his own flesh, but he nourished it and cherished it. I don't personally use AI Bible that much. I usually just use my JW Bible. And then if I just quickly ask ChatGPT to turn that scripture into an anti-proverb, it gave me this variation. There's always going to be more than one variation, but it gave me this. Husbands, love your wives as little as you love yourselves, and feed neither. Or how about this one? Matthew 22:39 says you shall love your neighbor as yourself. But if we turn that into an anti-proverb, despise your neighbor as you envy yourself. And as you have fun with this kind of thing, you can sort of appreciate the very opposite thing, the original thing. And this reminds me that we ought to have fun when we're meeting new people, when we're dating, and even if we're already in a relationship, continue to have fun and date. And one of the ways that we can do this is literally, for fun even, look at the antithesis of something, kind of contrast that with whatever is already in existence, and either make fun of that thing, make fun of yourself in your current state, just for the shits and giggles. It can help you put things into perspective much better. Very important when it should be you and your partner versus the world, rather than you and your partner versus each other. Because the moment that you start becoming enemies, that's not a good sign at all. Now, if I was to make fun of someone being mean to me, in a sense, I personally do something called Zep. And Zep, it's basically me making fun of my uncle, in a sense, because that's the nickname we gave him. And he has this sort of buff attitude. And so, are you going to make some fun of me? Or, I just put on this attitude, and if someone is saying something mean or nasty to you, I could just put this tone on and everything just goes away, whose idea was it to spill the milk all over the table? We come up with some really crazy stuff when me and my close family members talk in Zep mode. Oh yeah, I cheated on my wife again. I told you to shut the hell up. You think this is a game, do you? The Zep mode is definitely one of the funniest ways to relieve tension in my experience. Not a very intense childhood conflict, but definitely when it comes to just going about your day and you're trying to relieve stress and you're just trying to have fun.